Diet that reverses type 2 diabetes. There are 3 credible trials that showed that you can reverse diabetes. Okay, the first one was called the DIRECT trial. The Montreal study showed a 40% reversal in type 2 diabetes. And then the RETUNE trial showed a 70% remission. 46% of people went into remission. Now, I know the word remission sounds like it's not fixing the problem because you have to maintain that lifestyle change. But all they really did is change their diet to a healthier version of what they were eating. Now, if you look at this chart, what jumps out? You're diagnosed way down here, okay, at the later stages. If we look at this in reverse, what happens right before prediabetes is we have some type of tissue damage, and then before that, we have some type of maladaptation. Excessive refined carbohydrates and sugar, fructose, especially if you're drinking high fructose corn syrup, and frequent eating. So as fast as you can actually consume this sugar, insulin comes in as a cleaning crew and pulls the sugar out. After this happens for a period of time, your body then is going to adapt and start to resist the receptor for insulin. If you resist insulin, it prevents glucose from going in the cell. And if it goes on too long, what happens to all this glucose? It gets converted into fat in your muscle and your liver. So now we have the different body tissues that are acting as a backup space to deal with all this excess glucose. Now, what's interesting at this point is you still have normal blood glucose. Why? Because your body is making a tremendous amount of insulin to compensate and really have a primary goal of keeping the blood glucose normal. Okay, so then we go another decade of time, and now some of this fat has invaded the pancreas, okay? Now the cells that make insulin, they're called the beta cells, they're getting exhausted. And so now the insulin's to the point where it can't keep up anymore with all that carbohydrate that you're consuming. So now the blood sugar level is going to go up. But look at how long it took to get to this point right here. This is where we have pre-diabetes. Your blood sugar is like 100, maybe 120, and then up to 125 right before you go into diabetes right here. Now, in this stage right here, tissue damage, it's basically maladaptation with time. So we're going to get glycation, which means that the sugar is going to get stuck to the protein, and it clogs everything up, and it makes that protein no longer available to you.